I feel like one thing that most rappers lack is having good album covers. You can make one like this one just using a simple picture of yourself. Let me show you how I made this one. So he sent me this picture to start off with. I cut out the background and it got a big ass dumpster and then put him on said big ass dumpster. Then I put a fence on both sides and then added some small trash cans. I put this big brick building behind him and then started adding highlights and shadows on everything to kind of blend it together. And then I had to add some fires to some of the trash cans to give the image some contrast. I made some orange highlights on both the dumpster and him from the fire, then dirtied this motherfucker up by adding even more trash. I added a burn mark to the dumpster and then threw some sparks, some highlights, and some smoke to add to the fire effect. I got an image of a few people to give him like a crowd, darkened them up, and then gave him some highlights from the fire as well. I added some more smoke both behind them and in front of them, and then added some more embers overall just to give the image a more dramatic effect. I added the spotlight to kind of like shine down on him from the building, and then added some shadows on the building to make the spotlight even more dramatic. I added a glare on top of the spotlight and then used a smoke brush to give it some haze. I threw in a simple night sky and some branches coming from the corner. I darkened those up and then used a concrete brush to make a ground. I fixed the perspective of the ground and then added some shadows and then merged everything. I put the image in camera raw filter, boosted the clarity and the texture. I made an S-curve to bring the shadows down and the highlights up, boosted the sharpening, played with the color wheels until I got what I liked, and added a little bit of vignette. I finished it off by adding some more smoke overall, and then opened filter gallery and used some diffuse glow to make the image pop a little bit more. Threw on the parental advisory, added some final shadows, and that was it. If you want me to make your album cover, just DM me or go to kscoop.net. Right now they are $69.99.